Hey, 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 hey! It's Nintendo Gen 64 here, and we're going to be going into Harbor Speedway. And I'm solo in this part, and don't worry, just because I'm solo doesn't mean I harbor any ill will against Crystal Fissure. No. So we're going to be doing Time Attack in Harbor Speedway. And what can you possibly say about Harbor Speedway that hasn't been said before? Well, it is the last Speedway in Spyro 3, which is a good thing if you really hate the Speedways, but a bad thing if you love the Speedways. Very interesting Speedway, for instance. We got these lobsters here, which have like those like warning lights, or I don't know what those lights are called. You tell me what they're called. And they look like they're directing like the fish on the hovercrafts. Yeah, that's something you wouldn't often think you'd see fish on hovercrafts, would you? But no, they have fish on hovercrafts, and they have lobsters with lights in their hands, which actually is an interesting point to bring up, because a couple parts ago, Crystal Fissure and I were talking about how Oliver Wade, who's the one of the game enemy designers or NPC designers on this game, just had like a bunch of creativity to do what he wanted, really, with the enemies in the fourth world. He wasn't really like that supervised, and he went to town. Like, seriously, he went crazy, and you can just see that by the weird enemies like in this level, like the those fish there on the hovercrafts and the lobsters. He just went to town on that. Anyway, that was my new best time, even though I don't have a previous best time. Okay, here's an egg for our troubles. It's Kobe. Or Kobe, I don't know. Kobe. Kurt Cobain. Okay. Let's race the blue-footed boobies. Which, I'd actually rather race the fish in the hovercraft, to be honest, because they're more interesting. But no, we have to race the blue-footed boobies, or seagulls as you and I might call them. Actually, are they? I don't know. I don't know if seagulls and blue-footed boobies are the same thing. Maybe they are. Who knows? Any, or whatever bird experts out there. I can't remember the word for a bird expert is. An ornithologist or something? I don't know. You tell me that as well. So yeah, I don't really like these challenges, as I've said before. They're very mundane, very repetitive. Just have an annoyance about them, because you have to like do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Because I mean, you may as well just cut out the boobies and replace them with butterflies. And that sounds a lot more, a lot worse than it is. But I mean, cut out the boobies, replace them with butterflies. You get the same thing. Cut out the boobies, replace them with sheep. You get the same thing. Cut out the boobies, replace them with bees. You get the same thing. It's just some flying creature that you have to follow through rings for some unexplained reason. It's not as if they're sentient creatures anyway, because they just seem like regular gulls to me. But who put those cap and goggles on them? Like, who was cruel enough to think, hey, let's just put some, a cap and goggles on these poor birds, even though, they don't have any means of taking them off once they're on, because they don't have like any arms or anything. It's pretty cruel. I don't know. Maybe there's like a message in here about Spyro being cruel to animals. Let's do a Crystal Fissure and get way too, stuck into the analysis of very minute details. Because I know he loves that kind of stuff. He'd be, rolling around on the floor, salivating at the thought that maybe Spyro has some secret hidden message about cruelness to animals in it. He loves that kind of stuff. He can't get enough. In fact, I was at his birthday the last year, and he said to me, don't bring presents, just bring some Spyro analysis so we can spend hours talking about it. And we did that. Got old very quick. Now this first place guy is miles and miles ahead of me. I do not know where he is. Seriously, where the hell is this guy? How'd he get... Is that him there? Yeah, I think that's him. Okay. Please be slowed down. Oh god, he just beat me. Just. 2 minutes 39, not too shabby, but I can do better. And I will have to do better if I'm gonna beat this guy. Yeah, you can charge on the airplane carrier thing, but I don't know, charging never really gives you that much of a tactical advantage in these things. I don't know if there's any difficulty spike in any of these things. They seem pretty much the same level of difficulty. You can actually get 4 of those in a row there, which really helps, as I demonstrated by doing that. You can also go here. One annoyance about these things is that they don't really change them from like Speedway to Speedway. They keep pretty much everything the same, like the stars are the same, like you don't have any more types of stars. There's only the 2 types of stars that you see, and the music's fucking up, and I might want to fix that shortly. Alright, I'll fix that here. There we go. Yeah, so oh jeez, my voice just really sounded croaky there. Yeah, you don't really have too much of a difference in the things. It'd be cool if there was like extra power-ups, like instead of these Wile E. Coyote missile things, there was like some other like electricity beam or some kind of like tractor beam or something that pulls them back towards you. You know, just something like that, something like different, something that could add something to the already mundane thing, because this thing gets old after the first one. Actually, it's old before you do the first one, you know. Okay, take that, go through here, and I'm coming second. I'm sitting comfortable in second, and where's the first guy is, I can't believe how fast that guy is. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he's not too far ahead of me this time. That's good. It's good to know. Okay. So yeah, after this part we'll actually be doing the Sorceress, so that'll be fun. And then after that we got the Super Bonus round, and then that's pretty much it for Spyro 3, so only a few more parts to go, and then I'm finally done this Let's Play, which took me way too long than it should have. And where is this guy? There he is, okay. No! Shit! Oh, come on. Oh, don't make me do this again. No one wants to see this. Nobody wants to see this. Actually, I might skip until right at the end, because I think you've seen enough of this. So enjoy some pleasant music while I get to the end of this Speedway. Alright, I'll see you at the end, guys. Okay, there we go. Finally. And that was actually worse than my other time, so what the hell. Anyway, we have another thing to do in this level. And you'll see what that is in a second after we get Jesse. I want to do Time Attack. Okay, so we still have to do the Hunter Challenge, which sucks. This part is taking way too long than it should have, I have to say. But Hunter's right over here in this lighthouse. Oh, easy up, Spyro. So anyway, we don't need to hear his little dialogue because he says nothing of any importance. We just have to go fly through these rings that this flying saucer spits out. This challenge here is actually very interesting because it's pretty much the exact same challenge you do in Spyro 2 in Ocean Speedway, which is the first Speedway in the entire series. I mean, there's flights in Spyro 1, but flights are slightly different to speedways because there's no like extra objective in the flights, whereas the speedways there are. But anyway, so yeah, we remember in Ocean Speedway that you have to play as Spyro following Hunter through a bunch of rings. Well, here we play Hunter following a sheep flying saucer through a bunch of rings. Now, Hunter here actually has those winging extensions you also see in Ocean Speedway, which really echoes back to Ocean Speedway. Like, this is a big throwback right here. You gotta go through all the rings. If you miss one, that happens. So, you don't want to be missing them. Alright, let's try this again. This challenge isn't too bad, I guess. It's just, you gotta get the turning right, and he's got a pretty ordinary turning curve. And I don't know how I got that one there. Okay. I'm gonna try and get it this time. Let's hope I can do it. I hope I can do it. I don't want this part going too long. I mean, it's a speedway after all. It shouldn't be going for like 15 minutes for a speedway. I mean, that's ridiculous. There we go. I swear I thought I would fail this already, but I guess not. These are kind of tricky. We have to go under the piers here. But not too bad overall. Yeah, I think you see the sheep flying saucers again. I'm not too sure though. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, there we go. And he's dead.
Yes.
Excellent. And here is Sarah. Now, I can't think of anything funny about the name Sarah, so we're just going to skip that. And now that we've done everything, we can exit the level. Don't forget, you have to do everything in the level before you exit it, otherwise you'll get like a glitch, and you won't be able to get the egg that you skipped in there if you exit before you do everything. Okay, so yeah, that was Harbour Speedway. In the next part, we're going to be going and taking on the final boss in the game, which would be the, oh, actually no, not the final boss, the second to last boss, because obviously you have to fight the sorceress again, everyone knows that. We'll just check out Atlas here, and you will see that we are 98% completed the game. Yeah, only 200 treasure left to get, and that'd be in the Sparks world, but apart from that, everything's done. So yeah, in the next part, we'll take on the sorceress. Until then, farewell for now, but not forever. Goodbye.